Hey guys, Justin here. I'm going to be teaching you how to use PKHex to create eggs for a potential Egglocke or any other plans we have for the future of Bronx Science Pack. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to this link over here, PokemonProjects.org, to download PKHex, and I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can download it much easier. So right on the right hand side you can download the file, and once you download it you have to extract it and you can click on the program. So once you click on the program you'll be introduced to a window like this. I've already loaded a 100% legal egg into the slot, so you have a structure or a base to work from to make sure it's 100% legal and you don't have to worry about starting from scratch. I will include this file in a link in the description as well so you can download it. So in this case I have a Magikarp egg, but let's say I don't want to give a Magikarp, I want a Chimchar. So here you'll start with species, you choose Chimchar. It'll automatically load a Chimchar, and first thing you want to make sure to do, make sure it is an egg. If this is not checked off, make sure to do so. Make sure your Pokemon's level is 1, and then you choose the nature. I want adamant nature for this. Held item. You can leave held item alone for now, but we'll come back to that. Hatch counter. It is very, very important that you make the hatch counter 1. So in this case, it would take, I believe, either 1 step or 250 steps. I believe it's 250 in this case. So it would take 250 steps for the egg to hatch instead of going through the entire process. You choose your ability. In this case, I chose Iron Fist. You can leave the country, sub-region, and 3DS region as United States, New York, and America. Met. Make sure there's no Met location. You can choose any ball you want as long as it's legal. And then make sure your Met date is 1 and leave the Met date as a default. Make sure your as egg Met condition is at the nursery helpers, and doesn't really matter what date you put. For stats, you can put whatever IVs you want, but make sure not to put any EVs, because let's be honest, when Pokemon hatches you don't want any EVs, you want to train it from scratch. So IVs in this case, I'm going to leave it at this because I want him to have 31 attack, and special attack not really necessary in this case. Attacks. So what I like to use to check for the attacks is Pokemon database, so PokemonDB.net, which I highly recommend you use because it has all the information that you're going to need to make sure this is 100% legal. So moves learned by level up. At level 1, it'll learn Leer and Scratch. So what you're going to want to do is put Leer and Scratch as its current moves. Then, if you want to put any egg moves, the egg moves list is down here. So I'm going to put Blaze Kick. So we got Blaze Kick, and Fake Out. What's very important to do is make sure your relearn moves include all of the ones you just put, as long as they're egg moves. So just click it and this window will pop up, click yes, and it'll automatically populate the relearn moves for you. OT, you can just leave it at that. You can put any OT you want, doesn't really matter to me. But as long as you click this and it says it's legal, you're good to go. However, if you want a specific nickname, you can change it from egg to, let's say, pink guy. And if you want to put a held item, just because out of the kindness of your heart you want to make it a little bit easier for us, put a choice band. And it'll say it's illegal because eggs cannot have nicknames and eggs cannot hold items. However, in this case, we'll be fine. As long as it's legal before you put a held item and before you put a nickname, that's all that matters. So what you're going to want to do is File, Save Pokemon, and it'll automatically name it over here. It'll be a .pk7 file. Just save it. And that's it. That's all you got to do. So what I want you guys to do after you make you can make as many as you want, as long as they're legal and you make sure that it's possible for you to send it to me. So what I'm going to do is create a Gmail account called bxsci pack Egglocke, and I want you to send those via email to me. Send all your PK7 files so I can put them into a game, put all the eggs together, and then treat it as a true Egglocke. Thank you for listening, and I hope get plenty of submissions.